All right, so have been having an amazing, you know, day of celebration with the family. And then we went to get some dessert, and we encountered some less than pleasant, you know, some really heavy, unhappy energy, and now I feel my energy has shifted. So I believe that this is most likely feeling that energy and bringing it into my field, right? Absorbing it. So this is an attempt to see how we can declutter that, okay? So, from a cognitive standpoint, the root would be our own, our own creation origin story, okay? Now, I do believe, of course, that we do each have a bit of a unique creation story. However, where I really feel that the uniqueness of each of our own unique expressions really begins, I believe, is through the sacral, right? Where we create from, where we have emotions, and then we send that upward to get charged up in the solar plexus, and then in the heart space to really get our like emotional stamp on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start doing some sacral tapping here. I'm gonna turn the feet to point inward a bit, and then I'm going to put some pressure through the glutes and the legs. That way it really grounds my lower body. Now, once that's all grounded, now I'm relaxing through the entire upper body. Taking a nice deep breath to relax through the chest. Nice deep breath to relax through the back. And we'll start to create a little bit of motion here, coming from the knees, and the hips, and the sacral, to create that momentum to where we can get the neck loosening up, as well as it's going to create that kinetic momentum, that movement, to where then we don't really need to actually place much energy at all into propelling the arms away from the body. We just allow that shaking to do that. We just simply move the hips side to side and let that move our neck, and let that create that motion. And then we just relax as best we can. Now we're gonna relax a little bit into it, okay? We're not really using that momentum anymore. We're still pressing down into the earth. The toes are still pointing inward. We'll even adjust those. And now we've got the pressure coming in through the legs into the ground, right? Rooting into Mother Earth. still relaxing through the chest and the back and the shoulders. Okay, we're pressing forward a bit through the glutes so that we're feeling our weight mostly resting in the front of the feet. It's like a little bit of a forward lean, just ever so slightly. And see, now we can even slow it down more. You see? Now we can turn the neck with a little bit more effort. We can even put our weight a little more onto the front of the feet, kind of leaning into that a bit with our glutes, you know, pressing the glutes and the hips forward a bit to where the weight's really kind of resting in the tops of the feet. Adjusting the posture from time to time to relax the shoulders and the shoulder blades, and the back and the chest. Placing our awareness in our sacral as much as we can. Really allowing the sound and the sensation of this contact that we're making, allowing that to hold our awareness mostly within the sacral region. From time to time, taking a moment to just take a nice deep breath. And ensure that we are relaxed. Slowing it down periodically with a nice slow breath. Yawns are great. Yawns are the central nervous system's way of communicating that it's releasing tension. As that happens more, we can start to release some of the pressure from the toes facing inward as much. Continue to house the awareness in the sacral. From time to time, we remember to get some motion and loosening up the neck. Kind of straightening out the legs a bit too, because it just helps to relax even more. Just gonna bring the legs a little bit apart. Still, pushing my weight a little bit more into the front, because it brings more of the weight, right here into this area that we're tapping on. You can kind of apply pressure forward from the glutes and from the hips and the pelvic floor to further enhance feeling that pressure there. From time to time, just check in, make sure your legs are getting more relaxed as we go. Back is relaxed, chest is relaxed as much as possible. Every now and again, I'll even take a minute and just do a nice cleansing breath to make sure. I'll just inhale and loosen through the gut, the chest, the back, the shoulders. And just exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale with pursed lips this time. I'm tapping about somewhere around 1 to 2 inches below the belly button. And I'm envisioning that impact is really mostly being felt a little bit in, not quite on this outermost portion of this area, but more like inward a bit, right? Yeah, maybe an inch inward or so. Got a little bit of pressure through the lower abdomen there, just enough so that it creates that little bit of like a counter, just an area right there where it can have a nice sturdy impact. Releasing gas is perfectly normal. Doing this down here. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Audible exhale. breathing. Little rub. All around the torso. Let's move our tap up to the solar plexus. So if we push out a little bit on our upper torso, kind of right below the chest, one finger on the belly button, one at the bottom of the chest, and if you have them, you move those fingers towards the center. Somewhere around where they meet should be right below the rib cage. You don't want to be banging on the rib cage so much, but right below that, nice power area of the solar plexus. Same thing, either the pinky side of a fist or even like this side is okay, right? But I prefer pinky side. Whatever you find, whatever you is your vote, proceed at your own caution. With this being a little bit higher up, it may not be as easy to have completely relaxed shoulder blades or shoulders through this. But we won't do this for as long either, so not bad. Slow it down. Make sure you're breathing. Nice rub. Probably quite a bit more relaxed by now, yeah? Mission accomplished.